Hey guys, just another departure from my normal build videos. Today I'm going to show you how to save resources while re-rolling. Um, First off, typically what I'd expect a lot of us to do, because this is what I did in the very beginning, is I was like, oh wow, I ascended these, I got these different pieces. I'm gonna re-roll these. Great, to make them more powerful. Get all these different attributes that I want, right? Um, well, every time, let's just take like a mine for example. If I modify this and I go re-roll attributes, every time I want to change these. Say I want to change. Oh, let's get rid of the O car. Let's have capital ships there instead. But I want the rest. I'd go click, 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 bam, 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 and I'm spending polymers here, and I'm spending Tears of the Mad to lock these and just to change one. There's actually a lot better way of doing this. If you don't want to use these resources or so many of these, just go ahead and start off with a superior Starforged. You never really know what you're going to get when you ascend it, but you could get lucky and wind up getting the exact attribute you want. Now, there's another trick here. It may not save you time, but it definitely will save you some resources. And let's see if I can get this to work. We're going to go ahead and we're going to modify this mine. And we're going to go roll attributes. Now, what I'm thinking most people would do is just jump right in here and say, oh, wow, yeah, I want the magnetic ones. Boom. But now the next thing I really, really want is add 20% damage to Ancient Controlled. Ancients and Ancient Controlled. So let's go ahead and start this out. We're only going to spend 10 Tears of the Mad each time. But this is a Starforged item, so we're not spending the polymers, which is great. And let's see what happens. We're going to just keep on rolling until we get the Ancients, 20% to Ancients. All right, that's about 10 times, and we still have nothing that, hasn't popped up yet. That Okar one was kind of tempting. Okay, that's got to be close to 20 times there, and still nothing. But just for the sake of most of the time here, I just switch to a different mine and see if I get it faster, right? Because sometimes you will. But for the sake of the video, let's just see how many it takes. Okar again. Nothing we want. No damage thing keeps popping up. We're level 30, so that doesn't matter. Okay, a lot of nothing here. Outlaws. We kill more outlaws than anything. GMB. But we want Ancients. We want to get 20% to everything in a rift, right? GMB again. What's going on here? Where is it at? Where is it at? This is taking way longer than I expected here. Oh, wow. There it is. So if you're keeping count, that was 35 times, I think. 35 times? What? That's kind of ridiculous. To eventually just get these two things of mines and deals 20% ancient. Well, what if there was a combination to where it wouldn't take you 35 times and you waste all of these and all these. We don't want to waste resources. Let's try to find a better combination. What do I mean by that? Well, we go back here And we go ahead and just load up our save game again that we did before we started re-rolling. All right, let's go to storage. And we're going to go to the mine again. And we're going to re-roll. And this time, let's just not touch anything, okay? And see what happens. You would think because 3 things are re-rolling instead of only 2, the probability of getting what we want is greatly increased. Oh, car. No, that was outlaws. Capital ships. Oh, that would have been nice. But what we really want is the ancients. And there it is. If you're counting, that was about 12. So from 35 to 12, just by not marking anything, I'd consider that a win, right? And then at this point, you could lock this and then try to keep rolling for your magnetics, right? Well, or we could just keep messing with this, try different sequences, and lower this down even lower than 12. So let's try this again. We're going to load. But we're going to remember what we just did, right? We didn't mark any. We didn't use any Tears of the Mad. We just rolled everything without locking anything. This time we're going to do a little bit different. Come on. Okay. So storage. We're going to go down to our mine again. Reroll. And instead of locking this mines here, we just re-roll it like normal first. Okay, and when you try a different sequence here, this time we'll go ahead and lock the mines. Now, this won't happen every single time for everybody. I mean, it is completely random, but my point is that locking or unlocking actually changes your outcome. If all you do is the exact same thing every time you reload, you're going to get it. You're going to get the exact same attributes here. But if you lock or unlock different things with different rerolls, you will get different results. So we rerolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bam, there we go. Now we got what we want. So in this scenario, just changing when we locked our mines, now we have 2 things we want. And we could keep this here. That's not too bad. Or we can just lock these 2. We've got it in 8 rolls. So that's just like having, you know, if you compare it to our last try, 4 extra rolls for free, right? You know, we don't even talk about, go back to what, 35 rolls just to get this by locking this first. So we went from 35 rolls to get this combination to only 8. See, that's the power of this technique. Now, yeah, it does take a lot more time, but you think about those resources and the gathering of the resources, so maybe it takes less time because you're not gathering resources. Of course, you know, mileage varies on any type of randomization sequencing like this. I'm just going to leave that there because this is pretty good. We could, well, just for the fun of it, let's go ahead and see what we get. Roll it a couple times. Refunding ammo, hey, that's pretty good. We'll just do it a couple more times. 3. Oh, we get extra from GMB. 3. I guess that's 3. Oh, it went back to hull. Whatever. 4. Oh, we got outlaws. So, well, we kill a lot of outlaws, so why not leave that there? Okay, we'll leave that there. So now we just got a mine that does 20% more damage here. We got it magnetically flies. And this is a much better mine setup than what we had with our 12 rolls before. So once again, changing how you and when you lock what will give you different outcomes, saving you a ton of resources. Now, let's go ahead and get out of this. I got that mine where I want it. And I can go here and go. Yeah, let's go ahead and save it. I'm going to save it. Create a new save. Reroll mine 2. Just something easy. Alright, so there is my saving of my mine. If I want to go back to my mine, now I can go like this, and I can go save again. We're going to make it different, and just go re-rolling. Let's say item, just an item, whatever item. Just for the sake of the video here, I'm going to grab just whatever, and go back to the game. Now, let's say we get some random piece. Hey, what's this? Okay, that's great. We got a Blightmonger. Say we want to like build a bomber or whatever, Blight bomber. I'm going to use a Blightmonger. Maybe we're going to use this on a stinger. You got a stinger with the corrosion bonus. You might want to use this. Just, let's just take this as an example. I'm going to modify it, and we're going to start to do like the same thing. Now, there's something that's different with the 6 things that are your regular items, not your weapons. You have these attributes. Now, these pop up more than anything else. And what I like to put here a lot of times is firepower. In this particular situation, don't really like any of these. Maybe I'll use the cloaked one. So I can do cloaked 10% and destabilized damage. But what I really, really want is that 25, right? When MSD is running, you get 25 extra. So we could sit here and do the same thing. Just roll it. Alt damage, blah, blah, blah. Don't care. Okay, we got firepower, blah, blah, blah. But firepower is the easiest thing to reroll. Sometimes it's best to lock it. Sometimes it's best not to lock it. But just remember, that's the easiest thing. So a lot of times when I'm first doing this is I don't lock my firepower. There it is. Wow, that was quick. So we got it in 5 rolls. So we remember that, but that's really, really good. So we're going to go ahead and lock our firepower, lock our missile defense system, and probably want 10% destabilized damage now. Oh, that's really good too. Let's just leave it there. 6 increased kinetic damage. Excellent. I would stop right there and say, great. This is a great one. And didn't really take all that many rerolls. Well, let's try this a different way. This probably won't be way worse. Because I was not expecting to get what I wanted in 5 rolls. That was great. But just to show you it works on the other items too. Okay, I'm going to go back to storage. We're going to go to this. There's our original reroll. And say we really wanted that precision, but we still want the 25% when MSD is running to give that power to our secondaries. Well, I'll lock precision first. See if we can get it in under 5. I guarantee, I probably shouldn't guarantee, but I would say no. So that's 3, 4, 5. Not even close. All right, well, maybe close. Who knows? But just to show you once again, kind of nail it at home that changing what you lock when you re-roll changes your outcome. There's that kinetic. And you can write these down, keep track of them, try to figure out some sort of, I don't know, pattern way they pop up. But I really haven't done that myself. My intuition tells me that there's a cloak. If we wanted a cloak, we could do that one now. But what if we just get rid of that? And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, still didn't pop up. So it does seem like just changing one thing changes your outcome in any of the following sequences. I hope that makes sense. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this Blightmonger thing, so we're just going to go here and we're going to load back up this and go back to where we were. If I wanted to do something different with that mine, I could go back to my other save game, reload and roll the mine different. And what would you do now? Well, I'm not going to do it, but I think you get the gist here. So I got this mine over here. We just did a bunch of re-rolls. It's got the damage the way I want it. Mines and ancients and outlaws. Be nice if that was Okar maybe. I can always re-roll that later. Or re-roll it now, whatever I want. But let's say I want to leave that there. Now we go and we ascend this. At the altar, we would get a freebie. Another freebie attribute here. And hopefully we wind up with something like this. Or we could mark these down. We could lock these. And just re-roll the one we want or we don't want. But once again, the same thing applies to here. Locking or unlocking at different times gives you different outcomes. Yeah, I know this might seem really meticulous, and it make ring a bell with some of you guys that you don't want to be wasting a ton of resources. But just thought I'd throw this out there. It could help you build things way faster. It could take a little more time, but with less resource building or farming. Well, definitely less farming. So hope that helps. There you go. Go out there, build something amazing, post it, send me a link. I'd like to see what you guys are coming up with. And until later, happy hunting.